Hello, anime debate faithful. My name is Chris, aka the Anime King, and I would love to hear you guys give your opinions on this series. This is an audio-only review. I'm doing this real quick as my computer is in the shop, so please bear with me and let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys at the end of the video, and thanks. I just watched a anime by the name of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And to be honest, I didn't know what to expect at first. I had a fan during a live stream recommend it to me, and I go, you know what? Why not? I'll watch it. So I started watching, and at first I thought I knew what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, the main character got stabbed. And he died. And I'm like, okay, cool, he has to die. I mean, if you can't get reincarnated unless you die. So that makes sense. So then he dies, and you basically get to watch like his birthing story of how he came to be, how he got his abilities, and the glitch in the, I'm gonna call it the matrix, that allowed that to happen. And I have to say that for all it's worth, this is actually a really entertaining and funny series. I've only seen one episode, and I'm gonna watch more. From what I see of the different character designs, there is more to come. There's an assumption, obviously, that the slime will be able to transform into a human as he acquires more abilities like transformation. And I really have a hard time super analyzing this from one episode, but just from a standpoint of what grips you and grabs you right away, this does a excellent job. I literally found myself laughing at some of the jokes. Like the fact that the character is roughly a little bit older than me, I think 37 years old, and still a virgin, and that is one of the things that drives him. That's one of the things that drives him. And I'm like, yo, that's actually kind of cool that he keeps his like humanity quirks in his slime body. So when you get reincarnated, you don't lose who you were in the previous life. You get to be that, but you also get to experience life with this other body, and that's kind of cool, in my opinion. In addition to that, it's kind of awesome because I feel like he's going to probably as a B plot to this entire series try and fail several times to lose his virginity, which I think is kind of cool. I think that his friendship with the dragon was kind of odd to me, but it works immediately. They were both like kind of self-conscious teenagers when trying to form their friendship, and that to me was like very endearing. And so I think the driving force of this series will definitely be the characters. I also think that the art style is absolutely beautiful. The dialogue, honestly, was kind of very, very, very hand and foot, meaning it wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't like excellently written. It was kind of dry. But the more I think about it, I think that at least the first few scenes when our protagonist is human, it's supposed to be that way. He's supposed to be unassuming and a very, like normal guy. And then the other subplot of him asking his underclassmen to destroy his laptop, or rather his computer, and that still being a worry after he's dead and a slime, is super funny to me. And it leaves the mystery of what was on his laptop. Because he even said at one point, I really hope that that my underclassman does not look at what's on there. And I'm just like, yo, what the heck? I say underclassmen. I have a hard time with the word senpai being used in anime, as I think it was meant to mean upperclassmen or someone in higher rank than you. So I just say underclassmen to kind of give it sense in my world. So I know that not everyone uses it that way, so please give me a little bit of credence. But beyond that, though, yeah, I really do wonder what is on his laptop. Is it porn? I'm assuming it's porn. I don't think there's anything like devious or wrong. It's probably just really embarrassing stuff that he doesn't want anybody to know about. Like maybe he's in the BBWs and no one would expect him to be in the BBWs because he's in Japan, and Japanese people are very private about the things they're into. If it was me, I wouldn't care. But yeah, I'm in the BBWs. What up, girls? Let them know. When I died, I was into some thick thighs. But I think, again, I'm not him. I'm not the main character of the series, so I'm sure he has his worries. So I do wonder how often we're going to cut back to that character, thinking about his laptop or what was on the laptop, because I'm sure it's going to come back to play later on in the series. So the series itself lends itself to being set in an alternate world where we live through video games / RPG properties. I never really thought about the slimes and those type of characters in those games as having sentience or having thoughts. But I guess if you get reincarnated and you get placed in that world, it's gonna make sense. So it's kind of cool seeing this unassuming initial character being thrust into a world that he's not from, and learning how to grow and learning how to be a hero and learning how to be a man and maybe even losing his virginity. I know that the manga is highly regarded and really well written, so I'm looking forward to this series and seeing how it plays out. In future episodes of Anime Debate, I will be doing a full review of maybe the entire series or maybe even just the next 5 episodes. But I want to get something out just in the interim to kind of get you guys, titillated with the details. So you'll notice this is a very basic video, but this is not how I do my other videos here on Anime Debate. But I want to just get something out while my computer is in the repair shop. So this is what you get. You get my lovely, lovely voice. So what did you guys think of that time I was reincarnated as a slime? Are you gonna watch the whole series, or was episode 1 just too weird for you? Does it not grip you? Is it not anything really original? Because I did get some hints and some even thoughts here of it being like real life, or maybe any other anime where you get thrown into a video game world and you watch your protagonist grow and learn and da-da-da-da. But I feel like because of the humor here and the very tongue-in-cheek way they're playing with the rules of the universe, and the fact that this character actually is an anomaly and he is allowed to gain new abilities because of his unique nature of how he got to the world, I think that in itself gives us a little bit more meat than other series with a similar premise. And even the idea that he's brought back as a slime, like one of the most lowly creatures in video game, dumb. I think that the reason I'm really going with the video game theme is in part because of the music they played in the background as he learned about his abilities from the dragon. And the fact that the dragon himself seemed to speak in video game terms, that just gave me little hints there that this is probably set in an alternate universe where video game and RPG properties are real. But that is all I have. What did you guys think? You can watch this episode legally on Crunchyroll and other places I don't know about. I didn't see you do it. Do what you gotta do if you gotta watch this thing in other places. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below with a comment. And please give the video a like as it helps this channel grow. My name is Chris, and Anime out.